All right, thank you so much.
That is just invaluable work right there.
It is. Cannot imagine, though, doing that, but God bless them that they do. As Hurricane Irma approaches Florida, there are also concerns about 2 nuclear plants in its path, so officials are shutting them down, and our chief national correspondent, Tom Llamas, is there in Miami with more on that. Good morning, Tom.
Robin, good morning to you. From those nuclear power plants to the substation just behind me, Florida Power and Light, the energy company here, says they've been planning for years for a hurricane just like Irma, spending billions. But even they acknowledge there's a big unknown with this storm.
As Hurricane Irma tears through the Caribbean, making her way to Florida, 2 major nuclear power plants on the Florida coast are shutting down.
This is a storm that we've not seen the likes of here on the eastern U.S.
One plant north of West Palm Beach in St. Lucie County, the other south of Miami near Homestead, both positioned right on the Atlantic coast, potentially exposed to the strongest of Irma's winds, up to 130 miles per hour when it makes landfall. But Florida Power and Light, which controls the 2 plants, says they're ready for it.
They are the most structurally sound facilities, I would argue, not just in the country, but in the world.
Those nuclear reactors protected by 6 feet of concrete and reinforced steel, with 3 backup power sources to keep them cool and stable in the event of a shutdown. Those precautions to avoid a disaster like the one that played out in Fukushima in 2011. Floodwaters causing 3 meltdowns and releasing radioactive material, turning a 13-mile radius outside the plant into a ghost town. A greater concern? The grid itself, which supplies power to an estimated 10 million people across nearly half the state of Florida.
We could be talking about not a restoration, which typically takes hours or days to restore. We're talking about a possible rebuild of our entire electric system.
And FPL has already said they're planning on extended outages. You know, part of the legacies of hurricanes like Andrew and Wilma were the power outages. In some cases, 3 weeks. Robin, I was here for both those hurricanes. I can tell you when you go weeks without power, it creates a lot of problems. Even in your house, your own family members can get very cranky, Robin.
Oh, gosh. Yes, having grown up on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, gone through a few of those without power, you got that right. Thank you, Tom. And a reminder to get all the latest developments on Hurricane Irma, download the ABC News app, sign up for our breaking news alerts.
So many potential problems coming from this storm and coming